Welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. This week we'll begin with coverage of East Brunswick Little League's first annual Summer All-Star Tournament. The Children's Summer Theater opens its 33rd season, and the township turns out for a lively 4th of July celebration at the county fairgrounds. Golden Sterns, a couple of versatile comedians from Vermont, are brought to town by the Recreation Department, and staff from the Recreation Department tell about exciting plans for the rest of the summer. Also this week, Dolly Vasta and Dr. Brian Johnson introduce a different sort of pet on Your Pet Doctor. And Jen Enton visits Lorelei personnel for the inside scoop on the summer job market. But first, here's a look at Channel 8's programming schedule for next week. Get into some low-impact aerobics with Lenore Kulick on Monday at 10. That's on Look Great, Feel Great. At 10:30, Carol Phillips reads stories about bedtime on Stories from the Library. Historic housing is the focus Tuesday night at 7 on Real Estate Quarterly. Stuart Davis speaks with Estelle Goldsmith, Bill Kramer, and Betty Uhas about historic homes in East Brunswick. At 7:30 Tuesday, Paul Hansen concentrates on efficient financial planning with his guest Arnold Rosenbaum. That's on You and Your Money. Judith Lebline gets into Step Tuesday night at 8 o'clock on Exercise the Right Choice. Join her for a look at step aerobics, tap dancing, and karate. Wednesday night, join Superintendent of Schools Dr. John Kopko on Spotlight on Education for the Year in Review. That's at 7:30. And at 8 o'clock, 18 features High Tops, the health-interested teens' own program on sexuality from Princeton. Thursday evening at 7 o'clock and again at 8, it's a new edition of This Week in East Brunswick. And at 7:30, Steve Sackman asks Lorraine Abbey what's wrong with the American diet on Let's Talk Health. Check the Community Bulletin Board for additional programming information.
The East Brunswick Little League began its summer tournament this week with teams from all over the state participating. Games are played every day during the week at the baseball complex on Dunham's Corner Road. Tournament Director Brian Forte fills us in on the details.
Welcome to the East Brunswick Little League Baseball Complex. I'd like to welcome you to the East Brunswick Little League Summer All-Star Tournament. My name is Brian Forte. I'm the Tournament Director. Tonight is July 1st. We have opened our tournament, which will run for the month of July. We feature 7 age brackets from 8-year-old through to the 14-15 age group. We have 93 teams participating in this year's tournament, and we will be awarding trophies to the first 3 place teams, first place, second place, and third place. Individual trophies will be awarded to the first place individual players, and the second place team will receive medals. This tournament is being billed as the East Brunswick inaugural event. Although we have held tournaments in the past at this complex, that was under a different baseball division. 2 years ago, East Brunswick had 2 separate and distinct leagues. The East Brunswick Little League, which was part of the Williamsport, under the auspices of Williamsport, and we also had a managers baseball division. The managers owned and operated the complex here. 2 years ago, through the efforts of many people involved in both leagues, we were able to merge the leagues and the children from the township. So today we have roughly 1,300 children competing under the East Brunswick combined banner. This tournament, as I mentioned earlier, is the inaugural event because it represents for the first time our ability to showcase the unified leagues, the efforts of all members from both organizations. And it's the first real organized event that encompasses teams from all over central New Jersey. Teams from around the state of New Jersey have been invited to participate in the tournament with the heaviest concentration of teams from Middlesex and central New Jersey in general. The financial goals of this tournament are to number one, make the tournament successful, but it's as another stated purpose. Our goal is to help underwrite the cost of the expense of fielding teams during the regular season. Most of our funds come during the regular season from application fees that parents pay, a candy sale, which the kids go door to door, and also sponsors during the year. And with the success of this tournament, that'll help ease the burden on parents and children to raise money.
Hello, my name is Tony Nuzzo, and I'm the Assistant Director for this tournament and also the Director of Tournament Sponsorships. And within this context, we want to showcase not only our kids, but also our sponsors. They are very important to us. They help defray the costs of membership of each Little League person. And we have done something special this year. We have solicited sponsors from a corporate perspective as well as from a local perspective. And we sold out our sponsorships in literally one business day. Next year we'll try much harder to get more community involvement and more and greater sponsorship, and we'll try to give everyone a chance. But we sold out to various people. Herman's, for example, came by and bought as many as they could. Route 18 Sports, Brunswick Grove, Diners, the Seville Diner, as well as Brunswick Grove, Stuff Your Face, the Colonial Diner, and others, as you can see behind me. They've been a great help to us, and all in the community wanted to help us. And I'm sorry that some people could not buy sponsorships. This is important. We're bringing in over 2,000 people a week to East Brunswick. These 2,000 people a week will not only get to see good baseball every night and every day, but they'll also get to visit our sponsors. And these sponsors help us. We're going to send our people who visit us back to our sponsors. We've also distributed maps of East Brunswick. We've distributed these maps to over 2,000 people, and they will come in and they'll know where our sponsors are. So they'll get to go and visit them and give money to them because they've given money to us. So it's a community involvement thing, this Little League. It's good for the kids, it's good for the parents, it's good for the Little League administration, it's good for our sponsors, and it's good for the state and the county. So within that context, we thank our sponsors, we thank the parents who bring the kids, we thank the All-Stars and everyone who participates throughout the year, and we hope that you have a great time here.
We have some great baseball that we're playing here this summer during the month of July. I'd like to invite anyone from the area who's interested in coming down to watch some of that baseball. We have great facilities. We have a snack bar. We'll be running games pretty much every night of the week, as well as full slates during the weekend. Please call 254-5911 for additional information and game times. And if you'd like, we'll have someone get back in touch with you. Thank you.
East Brunswick's Children's Summer Theater opened its 33rd season Thursday with a talent show. Elliot Taubenslag, the founder and continuing director of the program, introduced a variety of musical and dance numbers. Like this one, future shows will be held at East Brunswick High School and are open to the public. The performance schedule includes The Emperor's New Clothes on July 10th, Puss in Boots on July 17th, Hansel and Gretel on July 24th, Pinocchio on July 31st, and finally on August 7th, Peter Pan Meets the Wicked Wizard. There are 2 performances every Friday, the first at 9:30 for children in the Township Summer Day Camp, and the second, which is open to the general public, at 11 a.m. Admission is $2 for adults and $1 for children.
This year's July 4th celebration in East Brunswick was bigger than ever before. Prior to the fireworks display, families came out and enjoyed food from numerous vendors, rides and games which will benefit Camp Daisy, street performers, and music entertainment from First Class Act.
You know every time I'm sitting all alone. If you can't come around a place with a telephone, don't be cool to all that's true. Oh, baby, if I made you mad, I'm certain I might have stayed. Please don't forget my past, for the future looks so bright ahead. Don't be cool to all that's true. I want no other love. Oh, baby, it's the only one that you know. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never gonna laugh it, and you ain't no friend of mine. They said you was out there.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Ensign here at the Middlesex County Fairgrounds for the annual 4th of July celebration. With me is Tom Mudry of Vitale Fireworks. Tom, what kind of show can we expect to see here tonight?
Well, as always, we'll give you people a very good show. It'll be an exciting show. You got a very, very large and grand finale. So I'm sure everybody's going to enjoy that along with the main body of the show. And we've got a few surprise shells in there that we really like to throw in for people such as yourselves.
Is it easier to work on these fairgrounds because it's so big?
Yeah, this is a real nice shooting area. It's a restricted area, access area. The crowd is well behind us, a good 1,000 feet or so, which makes our work a lot easier, especially once we start firing the show. We don't have to keep looking around to our backs if someone's trying to sneak in for a better look at the goings-on.
Do you make your fireworks or do you import them?
Vitale makes about, I'd say 60% of their own shells, and then they do imports from Italy, Japan, China.
What kind of shells can we expect to see?
You're going to see a different variety of diameters. You're going to see shells ranging from as small as 3.5 inches in diameter up to 6 inches. And it's not necessarily the bigger the shell, the nicer the effect. My favorites are about a 4-inch shell because they get a nice height and they do break well. They have a nice spread in their break.
Do you launch the shells by hand or are they electronically controlled?
These shells we're going to fire out of these cardboard mortars here. We're going to fire them off. We're going to light the fuses manually with a flare.
How do you light the shells?
Okay, once we're getting ready to light the show, we get the signal that it's going to go. We light a regular highway flare, and each shell has a fuse, and on the end of this fuse is a safety cap. The safety cap is pulled off. You light the black match. It takes about a second, and then once the black match hits the paper fuse, it's no more than a half a second. The black match or the paper fuses burn about 400 feet a second. So we're right next to these things when they go off.
How long does it take to set up the actual things that you launch them from?
Oh, okay. This setup's going to take us about 3 hours. The real involved work is the fusing in of the finale that's behind us here. We can control the speed of the burn of the finale by tying knots along the way, so we can slow it down and speed it up and not even do anything. It's just by where we place the knots.
I see behind you there are some big holes that you've dug. What are those for?
Those are for shells that have an extremely powerful lift charge. We're going to shoot those out of steel mortars. So the holes are to support the mortar plus prevent any shrapnel in case there's an accident, which there won't be. But if we had put one of these shells in a regular cardboard tube, it would blow the tube apart. It just has an amazing lift charge.
How long is the show going to last?
About 20 minutes. But it's going to be an exciting 20 minutes, believe me.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
The annual summer concert series, sponsored by the East Brunswick Division of Recreation, along with the East Brunswick Arts Commission, began this week at the Municipal Pond. Over 300 people spent their Monday evening in lawn chairs or on blankets in front of the township's gazebo. This week they were entertained by the comedy duo Gould and Stearns. The pair, originally from Vermont, delighted the audience with stories and mime.
I'll take the watch above.
Right, and?
Now your watch is below.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
I was going to give you the watch above. It's a lot more fun to take the watch above.
My watch is below.
Ready about! Hurray!
Ahoy below, anybody seen my watch?
We got a 10-knot gale!
Okay, I'm coming down to get it.
Hang on, you scuppers, me boys! Hey, Gold!
Yeah.
What are you doing down in the hold?
I'm looking for my hand.
You're
not there.
You're looking for your watch?
Yeah.
Where'd you look for it?
In the scupper.
What's a scupper?
I don't know.
You don't even know what a scupper is. You wouldn't have put it in a scupper. You probably would have put it inside your trunk. How do I know?
Do they have those on ships? Whew.
No, you didn't put it in front of the scupper. Peter, come on up here. No! Wait. Now, the forecastle is not a foxhole.
No.
The forecastle is the forecastle.
Why didn't you just say forecastle?
Because when I mean forecastle...
Gould and Stern also appeared Wednesday night at the community beach for another summer series, Wonderful Wednesdays. They treated the audience to a completely different routine.
I asked you first.
Who are you? What's your name?
My name, I don't know.
I don't know. That's a funky name, isn't it?
No, that's not my name.
What is your name?
I forgot.
I forgot? Couldn't your mother think of something better than that?
That's not my name.
What is your name?
I don't know, I forgot.
We already said that.
What?
I don't know. I forgot.
That's not my name.
Well, what is your name?
I don't know, I forgot.
The summer concert series will be held every Monday night in July at 7 p.m. at the Township Gazebo. If it rains, the rain location is the library. Wonderful Wednesdays are every Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock at Dallenbach's Lake, the community beach. The rain location is the East Brunswick High School Auditorium. If you need more information, call the Division of Recreation at 390-6797.
Hi everyone, I'm Karen Burke, Manager of Recreation for East Brunswick Township, and with me today are Carol Bruno and Jay Grev. They're both rec specialists with our division, and we're here just to give you a little bit of an update on the concert series that's every Monday night in July, and Wonderful Wednesdays that started last night. So hold on, and we're going to take off with Wonderful Wednesdays first. Jay Grev?
Now, on July 15th, we've got Jonathan Geffner coming out, and he's a ventriloquist with a whole bunch of little friends of his. That's another one you won't want to miss for a good time for the kids. July 22nd, direct from California, we're bringing in Dan Crow. Now, Dan Crow is on the Sony record label, and through a lot of twisting arms and everything, we were able to afford to get him here for a really good price, just for our residents of East Brunswick Township. You won't want to miss him. That's July 22nd. And on July 29th, we have a special show that we weren't originally able to afford, but the Alliance for the Prevention of Alcoholism and Drug Abuse came through with the funds for a special program, the Jack Sandorsey Magical Say No Show. Now, this is a magic show produced especially for the little ones so that they can understand how to say no. The best time to learn to say no is when you're really little. So this is a good show to come out to. Bring all the kids out for this one. This is not only going to be entertaining, but very important too.
Okay, Jay, some of the logistics here now. The programs, Wonderful Wednesdays, all take place where?
At the community beach, also known as Dallenbach Lakes on Dunham's Corner Road at Church Lane.
Right next to me is Carol Bruno. She's our rec specialist, and her many hats that she wears within day camp and so on and so forth, Arts Commission. The other one is the concert series. So Carol, give us a brief overview on the concert series. When do we start, where it's going to be held, etc.
I just wanted to add on to Jay's, if you don't mind, that if you're coming out to Wednesday, Wonderful Wednesdays, don't forget your lawn chair or your blanket. That's standard procedure. Save yourself a spot and enjoy yourself. And the same thing with the concert series on Monday night. Bring a lawn chair and be prepared to enjoy yourself.
Good point, Carol.
All right. The concert season, sponsored by the Arts Commission, is free again to the general public, and we're going to be right here at the gazebo with the quacking ducks in the background. Hope they'll be quiet when the music starts to play. 13th will be Richard Reeder, and he has wonderful swing. They're coming back. I think this is about the 3rd or 4th year that they're coming back to entertain.
It's probably, since I've been around, it's the 4th year
Fourth
that
time.
we've had him.
People really do enjoy his kind of music.
He packs them in, doesn't he?
He sure does. He sure does. And there's lots of room to pack in here. Monday the 20th, we're having Perception. They are a local band from the New Brunswick area, and jazz is their forte. On the 27th, the Banjo Ragtimers. If you're in this area for any length of time, they are wonderful. Toe-tapping music like you can't believe. You're going to have a wonderful time enjoying them. Again, we'll be here at the gazebo, starting at 7 o'clock, Monday evenings, the whole month of July.
Hi, and welcome back once again to Your Pet Doctor. I'm Dolly Vasta, and my co-host is...
I'm Dr. Brian Johnson from the Cranberry Veterinary Hospital in East Brunswick.
Oh, and do we have a treat for you today, because we have Ziggy the Iguana, otherwise known, it looks like something, you know, a bad dream after a late meal at night.
No, he's a nice creature.
Yeah, well, he's very quiet for you now, isn't he?
Well, this is an iguana. We talked about all types of other animals, so I thought we have to at least get a reptile into this.
I know, but you promised me a small one.
He is small.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I understand. She's saying bad things. Yes, I know. This is Iggy and Ziggy, and he's an iguana. He's a couple of years old now. He will actually get considerably larger. I don't know if you can see the bottom of his tail, but he's about 4.5, 5 feet long now. They're actually fairly nice pets. They don't take a lot of, I shouldn't say they don't take a lot of care. They're minimal as far as you don't have to walk them. They do take cleaning, they're feeding. If they should eat in the wild, they're almost total vegetarians, but they seem to do better in captivity if you give them a predominance of vegetables and a little bit of protein, such as tuna in water, chicken, mealworms, and things of that nature.
Chicken of the sea?
Yes, exactly.
Well, why don't you show us? I see you have a glug there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm dying to watch you feed that.
Now, this is monkey chow, one of his favorites, by the way.
Let us go on to say that that's not chopped up monkey before we
No,
get letters
no, no.
and
This
phone
is
calls.
made of biscuits. It's
Yes.
made by one of the major companies.
Yes,
And we'll
Zig.
see if Zig is going to be interested
Actually,
in this.
Zig has some beautiful markings on him, I have to admit. I don't think Zig, oh, sure is Zig.
Okay.
Well, look at that
Oh,
tongue
now
ring.
that's a different story, yes.
Sure.
But this is a good pet for a child. It teaches them responsibility. When you first get them, they are considerably smaller than this, I'll grant you that. They're about, 8, 10 inches long. And as you see, he's a fairly clean eater. And he do like his monkey chow. They make very good pets. They will teach a child responsibility. They can be kept confined, or they can run around the house. They love lettuce. They like different types of fruits. They're not slimy. In fact, I'll put them in your lap and I'll show you.
No, you're not.
Oh, okay. They're not slimy at all. They have a very dry skin. They have an interesting personality. And
Actually, he is. He's growing on me. He really
Yes.
is. He is kind of cute.
He's
I
a
have
fun
to admit that.
creature.
Yes. Yeah. Can't you just see as he gets even bigger and bigger as he grows, and somebody knocks on your door and you let them in, there's this iguana
There are
sitting there waiting for
many
him?
of my clients who have these running around the house like you would have your dog or your cat. He just told me he had enough.
How old will he live?
Oh, any place in captivity, depending how well you feed him, 15, 20 years.
So a nice...
He's got a couple more years to go yet. And if you really want him to sit still, you just give him a little pat on the head. Oh, now that's
he loves that.
ecstasy to him.
Oh,
yes.
good.
But they're fun creatures.
Well, with that, we're going to say goodbye. Goodbye, Zig. It's been nice.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Ensign. In continuation with my series on summer employment, I'm here at Lorelei Personnel off of Summerhill Road in East Brunswick. Speaking with me is Bob Davis, Office Manager at Lorelei. Bob, what types of services do you provide?
Well, we're a full-service employment agency. We work with both permanent and temporary placement. Most of our placements are done in office support and in warehousing, especially for the summer jobs for a lot of the students that are out of school. We place them in an office environment, in a warehouse environment, all different types of positions. You know, whatever positions are available, where the companies call us and they want to see somebody for the summer, they want somebody for a week, a month, 2 months, we try to fit the right person to that position.
If a student were to want to apply for a summer job here, or to apply for you to get them a summer job, what would be the necessary steps that they would have to take?
Okay, all they have to do is come up to the agency and they fill out a temporary form. And there are a couple other forms that they would fill out too, because basically they work for us. We pay the individual. They fill out this application. They sit down with Winnie Galvin, who is our temp manager, or Suzanne, who works in the temp division. They'll interview them for a couple minutes, get an idea of their background, what they would like to do, and then as soon as something happens, boom, we're on the phone. We have an opening. Would you like to go on an interview? Would you like to start a position? And it's very easy, really, to get going.
It doesn't cost anything for the student to register?
No, there's no cost at all. The only cost is a little time.
Have you found that the recession has had a great impact on the job market this year?
Definitely. The recession has hit in all areas of employment. And we do have a lot more people who are looking for positions, not only students, but people with families who have lost their positions due to the economy. So yes, there are a lot more people for less jobs, basically.
Have you been successful in placing teens at summer jobs?
Yes, we've been very successful. Winnie's been able to place a lot of people in a lot of positions. More so probably it's funny, but by this time, this year based last year, we've placed more so far this year in summer positions.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know, because here I'm telling you how the recession is affecting us, but for some reason or another, a lot of these companies have worked with us for a number of years, and they know the type of individuals that we will send to them. So they have the confidence to pick up the phone and call Lorelei and say, I need somebody to do filing, or I need somebody to do light lifting, or I need somebody to do secretarial, and they know that we're going to send them the person who will match up with them. So I think it's just our reputation has certainly helped us a lot, you know, during these recessionary times.
If a student wanted to work for the summer, at what point would you say that he or she should register for the job?
They should come in on spring break, basically, and sign up so that when they are finished with school and they're here, a position comes up, our temp department can be on the phone to them, and instead of them having to come in at that time, fill out the paperwork, etc., they can go right out on the job and start earning some money.
Thank you very much.